Good morning, everyone. What I need everyone to do prior to showing up to DEFCON is set up our lab. So, today I'm making this video to show you how to set up your lab. First things first, you need to download MX Linux. So, let me just go back here. You want the 32-bit, not the 64. If you do 64, we can't do anything with you. So, so make sure you download the 32-bit one right here. And as you can see, mine's already downloading to ISO, and we're going to put that into VirtualBox. If you feel better with VMware and you're a hacker, go for it. Just make sure Guest Editions is installed so you can copy and paste from your host machine into the virtual machine. That's really important. Next, what we're going to need to do is download Draw.io. So we come to this page here and download your Draw.io. And there's your installer here. I already have it installed. Next, we're going to come over to my GitHub I made for this class and click here, download zip. And as you can see, let's have a look inside, and there's all the classes. So that's how we start. And I'll give you some more instructions here in a minute once we get our ISO downloaded. Okay, guys, now that we have our virtual machine downloaded, let's put it into our virtual box here. Let's go to our downloads. And here's our MX Linux 32-bit. So let's drag this into so let's call this one NX exploits. You can call it whatever you want. Pipe would change to Linux. And of course, we use Debian, and then we do Debian 32-bit. Okay, so that's that. So that sets up our kernel and everything. Now, let's jump into our exploit lab here. And let's set up our MX Linux. Okay, once we have our MX Linux installed, we have to click on this installer here. Now this takes a little time, but what you'll do is hit the next button and keep working your way through setting up your root account and your name you want to use and your password, okay? This one's pretty straightforward to do, so I'll leave it at that for that. Okay, guys, what we'll do next, we just finished that upload, and we'll go through here. We'll just keep hitting next, start. This just names your computer name. I wouldn't worry too much about this. We can just keep hitting next. You can set up your time zone in that here. It's not too, if you want to set up your username, here you can put in Lee and your password, and then your root password you can set up here as well. So I suggest you do this. I won't do it right now. And that's it for that. So now this will finish copying, and I'll take you through the next steps. Okay, once we have that part of the installation done, next we're going to come over to devices. We're going to insert the guest tools, and this is to set up our copy paste, which we will be using. And let me just come over here. And Okay, next we're going to set up our guest installation, guest additions, and basically all this does is allows us to copy paste from our draw.io. So what we will do, open up our terminal where we all live in this line of work. And first we're going to do sudo apt update. Whoops. Let's put an A in there instead. And I will put a link or all these in the joining email. So all you have to do is copy it from there. But copy paste doesn't work right now. So you have to actually type it out. What I will suggest too is make sure you're paying attention to things like this B being a big B instead of a small b and stuff, or you will run into trouble. So sudo apt install build essential tkms linux headers dash uname dash r. I think that's good. Oh, I've spelled build essentials wrong. Here we go. And that's updated. Now we go sudo make a directory mount cd-rom, and we do sudo mount dev cd-rom slash mount cd-rom. And that's fine that it's only write protected. Cd mount cd-rom. And now we do sudo additions.run. Let's do ls-l here for a sec. Okay, so let's do sudo sh v box linux additions.run. And here we go. So now we're installing the box guest installations. And this will allow us to copy and paste from our draw.io. I am not going to show you how to set up the draw.io, or actually I'll probably do it right now. The draw.io is really, really simple. So while we're waiting for that to go, let's go to our downloads. And then we'll do the draw.io installer right here. And mine's already installed, but it's just a Windows run through. So it's just hit next twice and draw.io is installed for you. It's really simple. And this takes a little minute. Okay, guys, that probably took a long time on your machine. It took a long time on mine. So what we'll do now is we will do sudo reboot and system's going to shut down, and then we will see if it works. Okay, fun. So let's come up here to devices. Share clipboard, you want on bi-directional, and drag and drop, you want bi-directional as well. So let's open up our draw IO here, and let's copy this command and let's see if it worked, and boom. So now this is the way we're going to be set up for the course: is stack IO on one side, your MX Linux on the other, and this is how we're going to work through the course. So now in the joining email, I sent you two YouTube links, Stack 1 and Stack 2, and I want you to work through those on by yourself before DEF CON. And if there's any questions or concerns, you can reach out to me at the email I contacted you with, and I'll be super happy to help you. We will go over those at DEF CON as well, though. But just so you guys show up ready, prepared to learn. This is a course for beginners, but it really helps if you have a little bit of understanding of just how the stack works in those first two lessons, and we will rock it out the rest of the way. The only other thing we have to do is install tkinter, which I use in my Freya, and I will show you also. What I want you guys to do is create a folder called binaries on your desktop in your MX Linux, and this is where you put all your binary files. So all your C and Python files put in here, all your draw.io files put it on your Windows desktop in a folder called work or whatever you want to call it. But put all your binary files from the zip file in here, okay? So that covers it for setup. We will install tkinter next. Okay, guys, what else we'll do now is install tkinter. So let's open up our terminal where we live. And you're going to do sudo apt update, which should already be done on our system. It's still going to take a second here. And then we want to sudo apt install python 3tk. And this installs tkinter, which is the GUI file I use for making Freya. Freya's a program we're going to use to fuzz programs, which is super cool. And that's that.